Good morning, Heights Church. Pastor Justin here. It is great to be with you today. We're in the thread about the Holy Spirit. And I got to tell you, I am so excited about what we're going to talk about basically for the next month through all of May. I'm really excited to hear the feedback from you guys about just how God has renewed and transformed your life through the Spirit of God. I'm going to be talking about how to enjoy His presence. And I have two quick thoughts about this. And the first one really comes from from 1 John. John the Apostle says that we love because He first loved us. I'm talking about God, obviously. And I got to ask you a question. I know this is true in my life. When I was starting to date Stacy, and I realized that I'd fallen for her, all I wanted to do was pursue her. All I wanted to do was be with her. Don't get me wrong, I still do. I love this woman deeply. And I enjoy my time with her. In fact, she's my favorite person. Like, I love hanging out with her. I love the sound of her laugh. I love our friendship. I love how she thinks. I love our deep connection. And then when I remember, wait a minute, I love God because He loved me and pursued me. See, when I sit and I meditate on that, and I remember some of the other stuff that you guys are going to be learning through this month, that He indwells me. He lives inside of me. I get to sit in the presence of the one who loves me really deeply. And so I meditate on that stuff. And I don't mean like weird Zen meditation. I mean sit and pause and think about it, because that's what meditation of the Bible is. It's to ponder, to think about, to kind of recycle these ideas in your head. And so in my chair time, sometimes I'll just think about, God, you love me so much that you did, and I'll make a list and I'll just thank Him for that, because that's what it means to enjoy and slow down and be still in the presence of God. My second thought is this: sometimes the world starts chasing pleasure, right? Excuse me. Those people that do that. In Psalm 16, I want to share something with you that was someone pointed this out to me, and it was an epiphany that I'd never really seen before. And it's at the very end. It's verse 11. It says this: you make known to me the path of life. But here it is: in your presence there is fullness of joy, and in your right hand there are pleasures forevermore. And it got me thinking, and it got me realizing that when I sit and I'm still in the presence of God, I'm sitting in the fullness of joy because of Him. His joy is the fullness of joy. In fact, that's what fills me to carry joy to other people, is His joy. It's not my joy. It's not something that I can just generate on my own. Sitting in the presence of God means I'm sitting with the one who loves me so deeply that Jesus paid the price for me. It means that I'm sitting in the presence of one where there is true fullness of joy. And you want to talk about something interesting. It says there are pleasures in His right hand forevermore. See, the world's got it all wrong. It's taken pleasure and good things that God has created and has twisted them so much so that they're not recognizable. But God has real pleasure, things that we will really enjoy forever. And I got to tell you, when I sit and think about that, I love being with Him. I love my chair time. It actually draws me into my chair time because I know I'm going to find fullness of joy there. And I'm going to sit with the one who loved me first, who pursued me, and still longs to be with me. In fact, He enjoys my company. And the same is true for you. He enjoys your company. See, it's interesting because God can treat each of us as if we were His favorite. There's no partiality to us, but yet when He talks to you, He will treat you and I as if we're His favorite, because He's just got that much love to give. It's unquantifiable. So my encouragement, my challenge to you today, church, is as you're in your chair time this week, remember that you're sitting in the presence and the fullness of joy, and you're in the presence of the one who loved you first. Thanks so much, Heights Church. God bless you. We'll see you next time.